Hello, crafty friends. How you guys doing today? Come on in, say hello. My name is Dawn Bourgette. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who loves everything stamps, inks, paper, and all the bling. And I love sharing my crafting obsession with all of you. Today is August the 3rd, 2025, and this is episode number 197. Holy cow! This flies by. So as you guys find me in your news feed, I'm going to go ahead as well and make sure, first of all, that my volume is down and that I'm where I am supposed to be, and it looks like I am. That's a good thing. We're doing good so far today for a Sunday. There we go. Okay. Super duper. All right, you guys know the drill, or if you're new here, I'm glad that you're here. If you found me as a happy accident, I'm glad that you're here as well. And if you're not already part of it, I would love to have you join my newsletter. You can go ahead and open up the camera on your smartphone, point it towards this QR code. It'll take you exactly where you need to be. It takes you about a minute to sign up for my newsletter. And it's everything that has to do with the chalet and Stampin' Up! So go ahead and do that. Also, in case you're looking for anything, any items that we're using today, this is my online store. So whether it's in a publication like the annual catalog or just an online exclusive, everything available at my online store. Also, you guys, while I'm thinking about it, just an FYI, if you haven't shopped with me in a while and you don't already have a demonstrator that you're working with and you would like to get a holiday mini catalog, please reach out to me directly and we'll go ahead and we'll make that happen. I'll be able to get those catalogs soon, like really soon, this next week. We'll be able to place pre-orders, which I'm really excited about. I love new product. So anyway, just let me know and I'll make sure to get one to you. We'll make some arrangements. And also, as far as places that you can find me online, along with, of course, here on my Facebook business page, I have a community. If you'd like to go ahead and join that, it's Dawn's Creative Chalet Community. And of course, YouTube. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell. That'll give you all the notifications. It will turn black. And that's Dawn's Creative Chalet. Kind of a trend here, right? And then my blog, dawnscreativechalet.com. After we're done here, I will put everything over on my blog. It takes me about a half hour because half of it's been worked on already. And I go ahead and I post the replay there and all the projects that we do every week. And you can also leave a comment there if you have questions, all the things. You can reach me right through my blog. And of course, my online store. All right, let's go ahead and dig into some other things that are happening here at the chalet. So this last Friday, we had Starbucks Sip and Stamp. That was a lot of fun. We had a good turnout this last Friday. I'm so excited. I appreciate you guys who take the time to come over just to say hello. You guys really have no idea how much that means to me, but it really does. And we had a really good time and met new friends, which I'm really excited about as well. So the next Sip and Stamp will be the first Friday of the month. And hey, Evelyn, hello, a happy Sunday afternoon. That's Starbucks Sip and Stamp for September will be September the 5th. Oh my goodness, I know I say this every week, but why does my tongue get tied as soon as I get online? It's so funny. I don't know. Anyway, so things that are coming up here. Let's see here. I have to think about this because I'm not sure why this is here. Ignore that. We're going to cover that. I'm like, what is that doing there? No, we do have class on, oh, I see what I did. Never mind. That is supposed to be there. Oh, Lordy B. I think I need more coffee. Yeah, that would probably be a good thing. Anyway, next creative card class is coming up on Thursday, August the 14th at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30. And it's a minimum order or free. So if you'd like to participate in that, I would love to have you. It's with the Impressions of Bloom suite of product, and they're gorgeous cards. I started cutting for that. So if you'd like to be a part of this class, make sure to notify me no later than Monday, tomorrow. Send me a text message or reach out to me. I'll be out of town, I think, for part of the day tomorrow. So anyway, just reach out to me and I'll make sure to put you down for the 14th for class. And then coming up towards the end of August, we do have Boho Vibes, which is one of my very favorite suites of product. It's actually featured in our annual catalog. And of course, you can purchase it online, but it's just, I want to say it's groovy. Like, that's the first word that comes to mind when I see it. It's very retro and it's a lot of fun and some beautiful colors. So we'll be working with the Boho Vibes on Thursday, August the 28th at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30. Make sure to go ahead and RSVP no later than the 14th, as I do order product for this class. And once we're done with the product, you get to take the rest of it home and make even more groovy projects. Let's see here. Also, as we get into September, on September 4th, which is on a Thursday, I'm going to throw those off who do come to class on a regular basis. This is going to be something separate from our normal class schedule. It's something that's added, and that is the Holiday Catalog Kickoff Party. I love the holiday stuff. It's just my thing. And what was I going to say about it? We get to pre-order from this book on Tuesday, on the 5th. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's coming up fast. So I'm really excited to get some new product. And from there, I'm already trying to figure out what do I want to do for classes as we get from September through the end of the year. And there's so many fun things that are going to be available soon. You guys are just gonna, it's gonna be good. It's really good. Also, we have new online exclusives that will be coming out. Good stuff. Just like I said, oh my goodness, so many fun things. So yeah, we have the Holiday Catalog Kickoff Party on September the 4th. And then just after that, we have Starbucks Sip and Stamp, which I already mentioned. And then as we get into the middle of September, we have the Thursday, September the 11th is Creative Card Class. And then the end of September is another product class, and that'll be on September 25th. And I'm trying to figure out, again, what to do for those classes because there's so much good stuff. I can't make up my mind. So I need a few more days to digest it, but I am working on scheduling classes and all of that, even before I get the product. So stay tuned. And also just to let you guys know that we have a new bundle of the month video class, and it's featuring the Charming Day for August, the Charming Day suite of product, really the bundle, but the whole suite. This happens to be my contribution. I've teamed up with 15 other demonstrators, so there's 16 projects total. They all come with full color photos, all the measurements, and video instruction for every project. It's an amazing tutorial. We work hard on it every single month. And I know I have some who are collecting these every month. They just can't wait until the first to order and then get the bundle, the new bundle. So with a $75 minimum order before shipping and tax, I then go ahead and just email it right to your inbox. So it's something that's from me to you as a thank you for ordering with me. It's a $30 value, and it's free for a $75 minimum order. So I wanted to let you know that we did switch to August, and it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love the projects. And then just to remind you about Paper Pumpkin, just signed up by the 10th of the month if you would like to get the Farmhouse Florals. This does not do this any justice. I know it's going to be a lot prettier, but just to mention, we're getting an additional stamp set in this kit. So if you've what do I want to call it, suspend, or I'm not sure if that's the right word, but if you stop and start your subscription to Paper Pumpkin, you might really want to consider this one. And for those of you who got the strawberries, that kit is absolutely adorable. I feel bad for the people that didn't get it because it's awesome. That's like, I think, one of my favorites so far. But anyway, free additional stamp set for August. So just sign up by the 10th or tweak your ongoing subscription so that it's not stopped and it starts again. If that makes any sense at all. Whoops. And then just to remind you guys of online exclusives, which is online, right? All new products that were introduced in July, and there'll be even more into September. And there's a lot of seasonal stuff coming out, as there was introduced in the July's products with a little bit of Christmas and Halloween, all the good stuff, right? Even a little bit of fall drizzled in there. And you're going to see even more in September. It's really, really good. And this, again, is just more of the products that you'll see right now in my online store. And then what else? Just to remind you guys, I know that this has been done since the middle of July. I think the last day was the 18th of July, 16th, 17th, and 18th. We did this live, but they still have the virtual album retreat box available. And if you decide you'd like to go for it and try it, I thought it was pretty amazing. I was really impressed because it's been a long time since I've scrapbooked. Just to let you know, you'll be automatically invited into a private Facebook group. Those projects for all 12 months, because they divided it into month by month for this one. There's like a monthly theme for a year. Monthly theme for a year. Say that 10 times. Really fast. Anyway, they broke it down into 12 segments. And excuse me, once the 30 days is up, because I know that Facebook has changed their, what I want to call it, their rules, and Facebook Lives go away in 30 days. They've pre-recorded this, so then they will, towards the end of the 30 days after, so about mid-August, they'll release links in that private Facebook group where you'll be able to then access all 12 of the videos for this retreat on YouTube. So don't panic if you're thinking, well, it's going to be gone in 30 days. No, they recorded it all. So, hey, Lisa, happy Sunday crafternoon. Also, just to let you guys know that today, the recipe card, in case you're looking for it for the projects that we're doing today, which are actually super, super, super simple, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to be super duper cute. But anyway, another recipe card. I'll have the link up above on Facebook once we're done, and also look below on the very last line of text in the description on YouTube, and I'll have a link so that you can download this. It's just a picture of the projects and then all the items that we are using today. So it's kind of a handy dandy thing just in case you'd like to have that. And as you download it as a PDF, there are links. All these links are clickable, so you can shop right from it and get to my online store directly. So that's kind of cool, something different. And just to give you guys, I'm not going to show you everything, but just a sneak peeky of what is in store for September for you. Like I said, as demonstrators, we're able to order starting on Tuesday for all of August into some brand new products. And if you are experiencing FOMO and you would like to be able to do what we can do as demonstrators, then just go ahead and sign up and purchase the kit. But wait until the 5th, because then you can put some of these items into your starter kit. But you'll want to reach out to me so that you know what I'm saying, so that you have access to be able to put those items into your starter kit, because they're not going to be available to the public, so to speak, until September 3rd. So if, like I said, if you want, and once you guys see what's in store, you're going to be like, yeah, I need those now. So anyway, you can put those products into a starter kit, just an FYI. Okay, and if you have any questions on that, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to help. Let me shuffle some stuff around here. There we go. So today, I was really perplexed. I'm like, what do I want to do today? I had a couple of things in mind. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to go this route. So I want to show you guys something that's in the annual catalog. And honestly, I can't remember if we had shown these before. I know I've gone through this stuff with my team before. And when we had our team picnic in June, we played with this product. Because I honestly think this stuff gets overlooked. I love it. But we get in our head when we've been scrapbooking for a long time, for those of us that have, that this stuff is so simplistic that it's just not right to make a card with this stuff. I don't know why we get that in our head. I think because we're so used to using all the tools, all the products, right? We become collectors. And so we're used to using die cuts and punches and all the things, the collections of product, everything that coordinates, which is great because Stampin' Up! Does a beautiful job with coordination. But as someone who's just starting out as a paper crafter, the book itself can be very overwhelming. I can remember when I had received my first Stampin' Up! Catalog, and at that time it was almost twice as big as it is now. There was a lot of pages. And I felt like I was at a cult meeting, and I say that in a very loving way, because these ladies knew what they were doing. They had it down to a science. They had highlighters. They were highlighting things that they were purchasing and what they had already gotten and what they were and blah, 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 blah. And it was very intimidating. So with that being said, I was thinking about, you know, some people who may be watching may be new paper crafters. But honestly, for me, I've been a paper crafter since I was in high school. That was only a couple of years ago. But I still enjoy the simplicity sometimes and not always getting out all the things where I have a stack of stuff on my table. Or maybe, let's say, if you're not new, just traveling, but you want something to do to fiddle with. Or you're in a pinch and you need to make something really quick. All these things, right? The other thing too is that if you're packing these things or taking them, whether it's to a crop or you're camping or you want something simple to do with your grandkids, a simple project. We still have, another month of summer? At least most of us do. I know schools are starting earlier and earlier, it seems. But anyway, just something to do. So with the mix and match products, we're going to have some more of this type of thing in our holiday book. And I was looking at it, and that's actually one of the very first things that I ordered. Not only because it was in the front of the book that I looked at online, but I just love what they're offering. It's really cool stuff. And it just makes crafting easy. And sometimes we just need the easy button, right? Sometimes I really don't want complicated. So with that being said, long story short, we're going to work with this stuff today. And I also have some samples to show you guys that at the team picnic that we had, some of those cards that we made as well. I still do have a fun fold for you guys today. And you'll see how I combine these with a fun fold. So I do want to show you these really quick. I feel like I'm talking a lot today. Oh boy. Okay. So with that being said, you're like, well, what is this stuff? So I'm going to show you guys. First of all, this is just greetings. I think they call it greetings for all mix and match. There's the item number 4 there. These come in black and white and black. If that makes sense, there you go. Now you can figure that out. But they are already pre-made and they punch out and they are a whole bunch of sentiments. And of course, you could just use a little bit of glue, but you know me, I gotta add dimensionals to them, which make them even fancier looking. But anyway, I love them. There's the sheets of these that come in a package. And I think that these are, I don't remember the price on these. $7 for these. So this is also very economical as far as getting into this. The other thing too, these are great on scrapbook pages because they're nice and flat and they're already done for you. So if there's something that you wanted to put onto a scrapbook page, there you go. So we have the greetings. By the way, these stamp cases, they come in a pack of 4. That's the item number for them right there. And they're $9 for a set of 4. And there are the dimensions of the stamp cases too. So they're great not only for these to store these in, which I love because they're like the perfect size, but also for your embellishments and things like that. There's also the tags, and this is a touch of gold tags, mix and match. And there's the item number on the bottom there. And again, these are good size tags that you can use whether it be on a scrapbooking page, card making, or gift packaging. And it's kind of cool when you punch them out, they just have a little accent of gold on them, which is fancy schmancy. Hey Sue, hello. Happy Sunday crafternoon. Thank you again for coming to see me on Friday. That was so much fun. And then, let's see here. Also, here are the 2 new packs. So these are just a tinge different from the originals that came out last year, I believe. One of them is, I think, called Everyday Good Times. And it's also $7. Now these, they feel just a little different. They are a little bit thicker than the greetings that I was just showing you. But what's really cool about these, and I didn't realize this at first, these are stickers. Did you guys know that? So let me take the B out here. I'm going to show you this. I think this is so cool. So you can peel these right off, and they're actually a sticker. Of course, I still use dimensionals because, you know me, I just do. I love them. But I just think that these are so cute. And a whole bunch of different everyday type things to make some really cool cards with them. And mixing and matching them just like they suggest. So a lot of fun, a lot of possibilities. And then there's one more, which is more of the celebrations, and it is called Time for Celebrations. So it has all, I want to call all the holidays in it. These 2 are stickers, so they will peel off on the back. And again, $7 for a pack of these. I think you get 2 of each. Let's see here. Yes. 2 each of 3 different designs. So a lot of stuff to be able to play with, mix and match, and just be able to make some super easy, fun cards. So I thought, you know what, let's play with this today. This was one of the options that I had along with using a very simplified stamp set. And I thought, no, let's do these because I've been wanting to play with these myself a bit more. And I have a ton of them. So we're going to play. You guys ready to play a little bit? Like I said, I just feel like these have been kind of left out. So here's the first card we're going to do. Super, super simple. Now I couldn't help myself. I did add the rhinestones to the card. I tried not to, and I just couldn't do it. So, whoops, there's my next card. So what I did is I gathered up all my pieces ahead, and then, ooh, this one's stuck. Why did that stick already? Oh no, there we go. Okay, we're good. Shoo. Anyway, I gathered my things already, so I wouldn't have to sit there and look for everything with you guys, because I know I talk too much. I get that. Now, instead of using this as a sticker, we are going to go ahead. I have my mini Stampin' Dimensionals here, and we're going to go ahead and just add them to the back, because I think that they look even cuter with dimensionals. But of course, if you happen to not have them on hand, or you really wanted to pack light for a little day out trip, whether it's a crop or, I don't know, travel of some sort, planes, trains, automobiles, whatever it may be. Whoops, I'm going to put one more there. So I just love the convenience of these, honestly. And you know what else? You don't have to color. Yay! Oh, I'm just not the best at coloring. So I'm going to place this right about here. And then we have this cute bow. Whoops, that I can't seem to pick up. Isn't that adorable? And we're going to put the bow on with a couple of dimensionals as well. And by the way, the card bases that I'm working on here that have the coordinating envelopes, there is a pack that I forgot to show you that's in that same area of the catalog, and there are 5 each, 5 in red, 5 in blue, and they have this really cool monochromatic stripe in them. And here are the envelopes. Very pretty. And then I have this here. This, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue. Ooh, that came out really fast. I wasn't expecting that. And I'm actually going to just, whoops, we're going to put him over that away. And then, again, instead of peeling it, for me with these claws, it's too difficult. So I would rather just take the time and go ahead and use the glue. Okay, get these out of the way. And then I'm going to go ahead and, so the sentiments don't have the sticky on the back. So whether you use dimensionals on them or liquid glue. And then of course, we can't forget the bling. And how many of you guys do this? Look at this. And there's probably another one floating somewhere. So it's like I use almost all of it, then I think that they're gone, and then I open up another package. Like, what the heck? So I'm like, okay, I'm grabbing these. I'm going to use these up, because otherwise I have like 3 packages, 4 packages that are like half used stuff. Whoops, I think I need a little one here. Come here, little guy. Oh my gosh. See, this is what happens when you have fake nails. Whoops, there we go. Okay, there we are. Got through that one, yay. So how easy is that, right? Okay, the next card is a cute little thank you card. Whoops, put this over here. And again, I went ahead, I sorted out all my bits and bobbles. So for the blue cards, you notice the red had stripes. This one is like, I don't know, little lines, dashes. The other cool thing about these as well is there's a white inside, which means that you don't have to put a liner inside your card, and there's a lot of space to write a message in there as well. And here are the envelopes, super cute. And then we just need our bone folder. I didn't really crease this very well. Whoops, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, so they are already pre-cut, pre-scored. I do recommend having a bone folder on hand just cause. So the pie here, I thought he looked kind of scrumptious, and I'm going to go ahead and add dimensionals. Now this again has the sticky stuff on the back, but I just felt this was easier for me than trying to peel off the backing. So there we go. So what did you guys do this weekend? Share with me. Let me know. What were your fun adventures? I went to a concert last night, a concert in the park, and that was kind of fun. There we go. Those are always fun for me. Oh no, I forgot, or did it get lost? Uh-oh. I'm minus a heart. That's okay. We can always add it later. It's all good. So for this one, I'm just going to, again, instead of using the sticky, we're going to use a little dabs of glue. And I think this one, we're going to put it like that, so we can see more of it. Whoop, I'll tuck it under. And then I'm going to put that there, I think. Yeah. So a little bit of glue. And again. And then, of course, we need bling. See how easy these cards are? I just love them. What did I just put in my bling? The bling is running away. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to use the big blingers because I have a few of these to use up. And who doesn't like a lot of big bling, right? Okay. And there we go. Card number 2. Oh, of course. Right, Evelyn? All right. Now, this one I thought was a lot of fun. So now we're back to a holiday, right? So Halloween will be here before we know it. And again, these are all the bits and pieces. There's these little itty bitty stars that I hope, and it looks like I did get them all. I was thinking they might stick to that bag. This is a pack of note cards and envelopes in that same area of stuff, but check these out. Look at the envelope. Isn't that pretty? And this just packages a package of white note cards and envelopes. And of course the white inside, so you don't need a liner, but I just love those. Very elegant. Okie dokie. So first of all, we have our pumpkin. And, because see, I'm making the card, even though I'm not coloring or using die cuts. Someone else just made my life a little bit easier is all. Okay, and then this little spider guy, I'm just gonna put him on with a couple dabs of glue. Make it super simple. And then we have the witch's hat. And I'm gonna put that on with dimensionals as well. Okie dokie. And we're going to set that right about like so. And then we have some of these leaves, which I think are really cool. Some of those items are black and white, but if you chose to color them, you certainly can, whether it's with markers, Stampin' Blends, even colored pencils, and using your blending markers thingies. Hey, Kristen. Happy Sunday crafternoon. Anyway, because I put these on with dimensionals, whoops, and I didn't squash them down too much yet. This way I can tuck those underneath. Sometimes those dimensionals really want to stick. All right, I'm gonna put that one there. And then we'll put this one over here. And let's see here. Here's some of the stars I think are really cute. So I think I'm going to put one there, and one there. Can you guys hear the rooster? He must be really upset. And I don't have chickens. The next door neighbors do. But there is one rooster who is like, he's a spunky monkey. He is so, whoops, I just put my finger in the glue. He's very sassy. And he like runs over the other chicks all the time. He's so mean to them. I'm like, you're just a mean little rooster. But anyway, he's also very vocal. So if you're hearing a rooster, it's not mine, but he's probably right outside my window. They like to dig into the mulch in my flower garden, which makes a lovely little mess. But for some reason, I love the little guys. They're a hoot to watch, and I'm a city girl by, in heart, and I don't know. They're just fun to watch. They're goofy. Anyway, oops, I need to add bling. Bling, bling, bling. Okie dokie. I think we'll use the little blingers. So one there. Whoops. Come here, little guy. And one here. Earlier I was watching out my window. Oh my God, where did it go? Uh-oh. Oh, there he is. Yep, fly away bling. There's one that has a goofy leg. He can book it. He runs like no tomorrow, but it's so funny to watch him because he has this leg that doesn't work so well. So he hops when he runs, but he can really cruise. It's just goofy things. Anyway, that's card number 3. You hear my rooster stories. Okay, last card. So this one's a fun fold. In fact, speaking of Kristen, she showed me this fun fold. And I was like, I need to know how to do that fun fold. So actually, we're not doing any stamping on this card, but we are doing the pair theme. And there is a sweet collection called Perfectly Pairs. And it's beautiful. And as you can see, the designer series paper is gorgeous. So this opens up like that. And I think I perfected it. Did I not? I hope. Excuse me. Anyway, I just thought it was really cool. And I thought, you know what? I need to do a fun fold because I promise you guys a fun fold every week. But I thought I need to incorporate it with the mix and match stuff. So there was a pair in the mix and match. And then, of course, we have the greetings to go. It worked perfect. So absolutely no stamping, but a beautiful card. And very quick. The funny thing was, when I was putting this stuff together today, I was like looking for inks. And I'm like, wait a minute, I don't need any ink. We're not going to do any stamping today. Okay, so let me grab my cheat sheets. In fact, I think I also tried to make some notes here. Okay, first of all, this is a piece of old olive. We're going to get through this better than last week, I promise. This is cut at 10 3/4 by 5.5. When I put it through my paper trimmer, I scored it at 1 5/8, 3 1/4, 7 1/2, and 9 1/8. I know you're going to kill me for those measurements. It actually isn't that hard. Once again, we scored it at, this is 5.5 by 10 3/4. We scored it at 1 5/8, 3 1/4, 7 1/2, and 9 1/8. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to bend it this way and then bend it back. And then take this one and bend it this way and bend it back. And that's your basic card. I'm going to go ahead and grab up my bone folder so we can get some nice crisp folds. Okay, so there we go. And then I did use the stylish shapes for the circle on the card. Okay, and this is Petal Pink. And like I said, this is from, I believe it's called Good Times, in that pack of stickers, mix and match. And then greetings for all for that. We're going to set that aside though and use that last. So let's show you guys some other pieces of things you're going to need here. Pieces of paper. So this piece of designer paper that goes on this side is 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. It's going to go on top of, let me make sure, nope, wrong piece. I should just do this the way I normally always do it, but it's okay. So we have this piece, okay? And then we have this piece that's gonna layer on, which is 3 by 5. And I will be taking the stickers off. But this is gonna go on the left-hand side. And then on the right-hand side, we have the designer series paper is 2 3/4 by 4. And then the layering piece we're gonna put it on is 3 by 4 1/4. You're actually gonna want 2 of these because the second piece, by the way, this is Darling Duckling. This is also, I'm gonna look back here, 3 by 4 1/4. Then there's the white, basic white piece, which is 2 3/4 by 4. This is gonna go on the inside of your card, okay? Hope that wasn't too confusing. We'll go through them again. So, first thing I'll do is, let's work from the inside out. So once again, we have this piece of Darling Duckling. And this is cut at 3 by 4 1/4. And then our basic white piece, 2 3/4 by 4. We're gonna go ahead, whoa, I'm gonna grab this little guy. I'm like Hot Mess Express today. Fumble fingers, that's me. Okay, and this is for the inside for our little sentiment or writing a little something something to your recipient. And then again, we're gonna bring this back. And this is 3 by 5 in the Darling Duckling. And the designer series paper is 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. We're gonna layer these together. I'm like, how did I lose my glue? It was just in my hand. My goodness. Okay, there we go. Make sure that your pairs are right side up. That always helps. And then we're gonna work on the other flap. And again, this is Darling Duckling cut at 3 by 4 1/4. And then our designer series paper is 2 3/4 by 4. I used a lot of little post-it notes there, didn't I? Oh, looky here. I guess that's a hint that it wants to be bedazzled. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. How did it end up on there? Okay, there we go. Now, unless you want to pull a funny one on your frenemy, possibly, you're going to want to be careful where you put the glue on this. So on the left-hand side, you want to make sure you only put glue along here underneath this, right? Because if you put it on this side, you're going to have a card that's glued shut. You don't want that. Unless, like I said, you're pulling a joke or a fast one on somebody, which, hey, you might be, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that there's, just by eyeballing it, equal gap between this layer and the card base, if that makes sense. Basically, just eyeballing it. I'm not going to measure it out. On this side, on the right side, we're going to do the same. Again, only glue along here, because if you put glue over here, you're going to glue your card shut. So you're going to put glue just on the right-hand side. And again, eyeball it, whoa, to center it with this layer. Okay, and there you have, whoops, I didn't close my door and the dog's going nutty. Okay, so that's your basic card. And then of course, I cut the circle out with the stylish shapes. Just a moment, I'm gonna close my door. I think the neighbor's dog is out. Oh my goodness sakes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here like so. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use dimensionals to pop this up and the sentiment. And that's basically your card. It's a really easy fold. And I'm not even sure what this is called. It's like a gatefold card. Kristen, are you still here? What is the name of this fold? Is it like easy gatefold, gatefold, double gatefold? I really like it. Okay, and then I'm going to put a dimensional so that it's not level, if that makes sense, because this is already on a dimensional. We're going to go ahead and I put a dimensional just on this side, on the right-hand side. And I'm going to put just a couple of dots of glue just to make sure that this does stay put here, like so. It's almost all together, you guys. And again, I'm going to go ahead and use some bling. And let's see here, we're going to put one here. We're going to use these big guys because I need to use them up before I forget again that I have 4 of them on a sheet and then open up a new pack. Because nobody ever does that, right? Okay, and that is the fun fold, a double gate. Just like so. Isn't that cool? How fun is that? And absolutely no stamping was involved in this project at all for any of these. So before you go, I have some other cards I thought I would show you that I put together really quick. Okay, so Pearl just pushed open the door and now she's barking again. It's like she wanted me and all of you to hear that she is speaking to the neighbor's dog. That's awesome. Anyway, so here's more of the mix and match. How cute is that, right? And then there's this one here. Isn't that adorable? I love the bicycle. And a thinking of you. Of course, this could be for any time, not just Valentine's Day, right? Isn't that cute? I love the itty bitty flowers, and this is all in those packs. And here's a tag, like I was showing you guys the tags, the pack of tags. So I wanted to use a tag. And then this one here I thought was really cute too with the little tools. And it could be a Father's Day card. Really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and bring back what we did do today. Let's see here. So we have the fun fold and the scary Halloween and then the thanks and the Merry Christmas. How fun! Very cool stuff. So I talked a lot more than we actually created today because it was so easy. The projects are adorable and easy. So I don't know, guys, if you do happen to get a hold of, or if you have this mix and match product and you just haven't used it yet, I want to see what you come up with. Go ahead and post in the community group. Join over there and show me the cards that you're making with the mix and match. I would love to see what you're doing with it. But I just think that they're adorable. And like I said, I think that they'll go not just on card making, but gift packaging and also scrapbook pages because they're flat. And they even have self-sticky on them if you want to go that route and not pop them up. But anywho, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope that you have a great week. And once again, if you do place that $75 minimum order in my online store, you'll receive the Bundle of the Month tutorial for August, which is Charming Day, which is a beautiful suite. If you guys have that, you'll have a lot of ideas, 16 ideas that you can go ahead and get really inky and creative with. All right. Thanks, you guys. Have a great week. I am thinking I'm not sure if I'm going to be here next Sunday. I'll let you know, but to make up for it in case I'm unable to be here next Sunday, I'm going to an event this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And with that, I know that there's several people who are doing displays along with myself. I offered to do one, and I'm going to be taking some pictures because that's what I do. And I hope to share those with you guys to inspire and, I don't know, all the fun things. I am assuming that where I'm going, that this demonstrator is going to have an overnight shipment of new product. So I might even be able to get some pics of some new stuff. So that's really exciting. So I cannot wait. But anyway, like I said, I'll keep you guys posted. But if anything, I'll make up if I'm not able to be here. I'm going to try. But because I'll be sharing some things this week as far as some inspiration for you too. So you have some fun things to glance over. And I'll post them both in the community group and here on my Facebook page. All right, you guys have a great week. And I will stamp with you soon. Bye-bye.